Hi Taurus, happy birthday. Taurus season, yes, so much drama around Taurus right now. Uranus is coming, and Saturn is over there. Mercury is doing this, and Mars is doing that. So much drama in the sky, right? Everybody's talking about it. And I'm like, just shoot me already. No, don't. Don't. But you know what I mean. You're scaring me. What's going to happen on May 15th? What? The world is going to crumble? I don't want it to crumble. I want it to flourish and be amazing. I'm a Taurus. So, okay, the change of the status quo. Surprises, changes, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, what if this Taurian, maybe a Taurian that is watching me right now as well, my entire life has been the lack of a status quo. I moved around so many times. I was born in Jerusalem, lived my first years of my life in Rome, moved back to Israel, inside moved apartments. In my 20s, I worked all over Europe. Now I'm here. It's like, what? Safety? What? You're going to break down my safety? I don't know what that is. What you talking about? Maybe the way you're going to break my status quo is by giving me a status quo? Breaking the lack of the status quo? I don't know. I tend to believe that people who do or have been doing a lot of spiritual work in the past few years and have been resolving karmas, I tend to believe that this shift in the sky now, I'm sorry, I'm doing something in my computer while I'm talking to you. I'm fixing something technical. That this technicality, that this change might not affect them as bad. What do I mean? If you've been busy fixing stuff in your life, karmas, relationships, events, energies, then it might go light on you. Because that's the whole point, right? But if not, be prepared for some fun time in the next month and the next few years. What I'm doing right now is I'm checking, I was just checking that the sound is okay because I've had some sound issues on my videos. So, we're good. Anyway, all I'm saying is, I have a good feeling about the next month. I don't have a bad, crazy, fearful feeling. I feel like this can also have a very positive, non-scary, non-shaking effect on people who have been preparing. Because my allegedly instability is not because I'm unstable. I was always insanely, emotionally, spiritually stable and aware. It was circumstances whom I've handled like a champ. So I'm thinking, if you have experienced the same thing, you had shaking, changing life circumstances, and you've handled like a champ and only grew stronger and more aware and more conscious, then I'm thinking this is going to be a blessed time. That's just the feeling that I'm getting. And I'm kind of looking forward to this shift coming and knocking at my door. I'm just hoping it's a good messenger. I'm saying the same things everybody keeps telling you, and you keep telling yourself. There's no such thing as good or bad events. It's only growth and lessons and stuff. But here's my theory. Yes, growing pains. Yes, we learn from the difficult, from the shaking, from the harsh. We learn. But I like to look at it as a seed. Our humanity and the process that we go through and the way we learn. Imagine a seed in the ground that is growing. And it needs to push through the earth to go up and to expand. And it hurts. It hurts to fight the earth. What happens once it manages to emerge out of the earth? To the sky, to the air. It's no longer painful. Now it's still growing, but it's growing from fresh air, still water, sun, and the little bugs and little butterfly friends that come and say hi. I'm feeling like there's a major shift going on right now with our universe, our existence, the matrix, humanity, not just in Taurus, all of us. We're feeling it. I feel like we're going through the changed shift, the existential shift, or hi, from emerging and growing and expanding with difficulty and harshness and pain, with fighting the dirt and fighting the ground. We're now a little bit peeking outside of it, emerging out, and like, we're so used to growing from pain. So every time there's a shift in the heavens, we're like, oh, it's going to shake us all. You know what I'm thinking? And this is not just wishful thinking. Maybe, I don't know, maybe wishful thinking. But I generally believe, like, and this is not, won't relate to everyone. Once again, I'm repeating, this will relate to mostly conscious, aware people who do work, who do the energetic work. I feel like now we're moving into the stage of growing from fresh air and sun and butterflies and bird chirping. Seriously. You can be creative and you can be learning and evolving from joy and happiness and fulfillment. And I think that's the hardest thing for us to accept, that, because we're so used to, oh, with pain comes growth. Stop saying it. I generally feel like this is the change that is going on right now. This is the shakeup, allegedly. More, not as much as our physical existence. Well, some of you, of course, but more so to how we grasp change and how we grasp growth. It's just, we need to get used to growing joyous. I'm sorry if I'm sounding a little bit of Pollyanna right now, but I generally think that, and this is not, you guys don't all know me. I've been through some real things. I'm aware. I'm also aware of how they've helped, those circumstances and events and people have helped me to become the person that I am today. I just genuinely believe that this is now changing. So many of us are going to have just, oh, hello world. Oh, you're telling me I can grow and be happy and I don't have to suffer? Okay. Oh, I've already learned the lesson of endurance. You actually don't want me to learn endurance anymore? Oh, a massage? Oh, all right. You sure? I'm not going to become dumber or something? No, you won't become dumber. Time for you. If you relate to what I'm saying right now, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, anyone who's watching this video, this is what I'm saying right now will relate to all zodiacs. I feel like it will relate to humanity as a whole. Allow yourself to be okay with that. Allow yourself to receive good. And don't be like, oh, this is too good to be true. Don't look for the what's wrong, what's bad, what's going to shake, what's going to crumble. I think you're going to be surprised as much as things only unfold as calmer and calmer. Again, it won't relate to all of you. You know who you are if this relates to you. You know that you've been shifted and shifting for your entire life. You know that you've endured and went through the worst of the worst. You know that you have evolved and grown and emerged like a phoenix again and again and again every single time in your, like a 13. I'm 13, the number. If you know that about yourself, then I'm speaking to you. The rest of you, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Rest through the process. Allow things to come to you. Accept. Be grateful for every good thing that happened. And just be like, let go. If a change is supposed to come and drag you in, out, up, or down, if there's really nothing you can do about it, then you might as well just enjoy the ride. You know, they say if you feel like you're drowning, fighting the current and fighting the wave will ensure your death. But if you let go, there's a good chance they will just lead you to safety. And another 10 minutes of an introduction, of an intro. Taurus, I love you. I love you guys. You're like the most misunderstood zodiac, other than Geminis. People don't understand how heroic and majestic you are. Because they don't know, because you hide. It's also part of you're modest. You're modest. So if you're helping someone feel better about themselves, you're not going to be like, I did this, or I'm helping you in this way. You will do it in a way that makes it seem like you didn't do anything. Like it was just easy for you, or just happened to be in the right time, in the right place to allow you to help them. But you actually went through, gone through, you know, you put an energy and will into it. But you put also extra energy and will into making sure that they don't feel guilty. I want you to stop being the martyr, Taurus. I know it's your nature, but I want you to stop. Because that's how people take you for granted. That's how people suck on your energy. That's why you give and give and give and don't receive. I need you to stop being the martyr. There you go. This is your shift of consciousness. You are no longer the martyr. You can be a good person without being a saint. You can save the world without being a dead saint. Yeah. Learn the politics. Learn to declare, I did this for you. Not in an arrogant way, but just so you know. You don't have to thank me. You don't have to pay me back. But just so you know. So you don't take me for granted. At work, I did this project. Send an email that says that you did it and don't let someone else take the credit. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Taurus. You tend to do that, right? Because you believe in doing and not in talking. You're a good talker, some of you. But you believe more in actions. You listen to people's actions and not their words. You only listen to people's words if they already proven themselves trustworthy. Other than that, you're like, unless you're in love and then you believe anything. Right, Taurus? You're like, what? The earth is upside down and the sky is underneath? Okay, I believe you. Okay, it's true. Stop being the martyr. First two cards fall down. How proper. King of Swords, Eight of Cups. The interpretations that I see some tarot readers have online for him, that's the interpretation I give him when he is devolved or when he's in a really bad mood. But that's not how I don't see the King of Swords as harsh and mean and cutting. Yes, when you get too much on his nerves, like a Taurus, like a Libra, when it's like Taurus and Libra, patient, 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 until you almost killed him, and then you're like, I thought you were always patient, nothing can make you blink, but now you want to kill me. That's Libra and Taurus. So yeah, when you really push the King of Swords, he'll cut your head off. But 98.9% of the times, he's the most diplomatic, intelligent, conversational, harmonious creature. And I have him with Eight of Cups. Stop being so diplomatic and so harmonious, and speak your truth with clarity, even with the price of people walking away or you walking away. Present yourself, present your wit, present your knowledge. Stop hiding. We're hiding. We've been hiding for a while now, Taurus, right? We were injured bulls, and we went to hide. Like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to listen to anybody. I just want to focus on my work, on my creations, read my books, walk my dog. Just don't talk to me. Don't get closer to me. But you have so much to say. Articulate it. There's another narrative with this. I just took the narrative that matched what I was saying. By the way, two very exciting announcements. Tomorrow, Sunday, 11 a.m., Sunday the 22nd, 11 a.m., I'm launching, some of you know, my tarot masterclass. Every week on a Sunday, 2 videos will be posted. One for free on YouTube, one for a few dollars on Vimeo. The one on YouTube will be basics, interpretation of the cards. The one on Vimeo will be deep-ass motherfucking ancient archetypes, mythology, magical Kabbalah, numerology, all the layers that the books won't tell you about, or that different books will tell you some of it but won't connect it all together and won't show you how to connect it all together. And this is what we're going to do. So I hope to see you. And after this video, you'll also have an extended video. We'll tell you exactly what will be in the extended once we finish this fun video. It's not instead of what we've been having so far, our general intuitive readings. It's on top. Okay, so I want to focus on the reading now for all of you that might not be interested, and then I give further information at the end. All right? Okay, back to Taurus May. Taurus May 2018. The shift. Who's coming? Who's going? Who is and who isn't in your life? You know it's time to be more accurate, right, Taurus? AKA time to not give a fuck anymore. You've been working hard enough. Go get a massage. I'm going to go get a massage this week for sure. Today, as I'm talking to you, another part of my brain is still focused on asking the cards messages for May for you guys. I divide seriously. I know how to do that. When you'll become a reader, a tarot reader, you won't be able to do that in the beginning. You'll have to put all your focus and intention on what it is that you're asking from the cards. But I can chat with you guys on allegedly different things, but still keep my focus on what it is that I'm asking from the cards for you guys. Okay? In case you're like, why is she talking so much? Don't worry. So today I was going through a karate promotion at my dojo to my next level, to my next belt rank. And I love what I do. I love martial arts. I love karate. But like, I'm so physical every single day. I haven't had anyone taking care of me. Like, I need to go to a spa, and I will. And I will, and I'll do that. And I want you to do that for yourself as well, because you need that balance now. You're emerging out of the earth, Taurus, into some fun time. You deserve it, okay? Taurus, it's only because the cards are not coming up that I'm talking. There we go. The Fool. Complete liberation. But it's a mindset. Now, yes, some of you, it's actual circumstantial, like events. Things are changing and you're beginning a whole new life. But the Fool isn't necessarily talking. It's not necessarily like the Death card or the Tower or exterior events. Or like, the Fool can also be a state of mind, of freedom. You are free from the analysis paralysis, from overthinking, for being too nice to everybody, for thinking of others instead of yourself. This guy thinks of himself, thinks of others. Whatever comes along, he's fine. But there's also a big sense of leaving something behind towards a complete new perspective. Many of you are leaving actual, I don't know, apartments, relationships, friendships, jobs, and opening a complete new page, a new canvas. And everything is possible because the Fool is so optimistic. There's a lot of joy with the Fool. The Fool is not the Five of Pentacles where you are being cast out. You're out in the world wandering, lost. He's a very... he finds himself with every breath that he takes because he has awe to everything around him and inside of him. He's not afraid of life. He's about to jump off the cliff and he's like, ah, I'm going to fly. And the Fool never gives up his freedom for no cost. No cost of what other people will think, no cost of money, no cost of status, no cost of anything. Nothing is worth your freedom. So if you're contemplating if to leave something that makes you miserable, that you feel like you're giving more than you're receiving, that isn't matching your frequency, the vibration that you aspire to be on, you feel like something is pulling you down, just buy, cut. No, don't even, don't even apologize. Seriously. Those who want to stick around, their energy will match you. It will be very natural and easy. Things need to be easy and lighthearted. Don't force relationships. Don't force jobs. Don't endure. Oh, but I have to go through this because I will learn from the pain and it's hard, so I'm going to fight through it. No. Time to chill. I'm serious. I'm telling you from the cards and from the energy. You need to set yourself free, Taurus. If you won't, then it will hurt. But I feel like you're already in that mindset. The Fool is the character of the tarot that is the seeker. It's you who goes through all the 77 other cards and learns their spiritual lessons. Behind every card, the Fool is peeking. Hello, what's going on here? Something interesting? Yeah. Tap into that place of yours. 5 of Cups. Okay. 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. It's sad. There's a little bit of sadness. This guy is already like, I'm done, I'm going. But this guy, I'm like, maybe I should stick around and look at what it is that I'm leaving. And I feel like there's like... Okay, I want you to see this so you understand what I mean. So, 10 of Cups leaving towards King of Swords. The Fool is feeling liberated, but then gets stuck again in this mindset. So there's like positive, not so positive, positive, not so positive. A little bit of like back and forth with the energy and with the state of mind. Focus on the message of the Major Arcana. It's the strongest message here. It just takes away everything. Some of you are still enjoying learning from the sadness, a little bit addicted to it. I don't feel like it's the benevolent thing to do. Some of you are handling a pessimistic character and you're so carefree and lighthearted and you're approaching this someone and they're like, just no, turning their back at you. This guy's also turning their back to the Fool. Maybe this is you. Feeling completely rejuvenated. Brand new life is inside your lungs and around you. And you just want to take it all in. But people around you seem to be not taking it or not appreciative or just not happy for you. Let them go. If that's your case. Let them go. This is the most important message right now on the table. Clarify for me, please, the narrative for Taurus for May 2018. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I have 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Usually when I see 2 10s, FYI, King of Swords for me represents Libra, which represents the month of October. October is the 10th month. I'm kind of seeing, I take it as 3 10s. But formally, let's begin with as if it's 2 10s. There is a lot of mixed signals here. A lot of different energies here. Once again, there's a very lighthearted, happy energy, very heavy energy. See, like in here? I don't know if you're going through mania depressia. 1 second you're completely joyous, 1 second you're completely upset. Or I don't know if it's a paradox that you're living simultaneously. It's not like 1 second I'm happy, 1 second I'm sad. It's like there are things in your life, your life are going through some sort of complexity. A lot of things are happening on like multi-layered. One thing that makes you feel really, really great. Another is really, really burdening you. And it's kind of just, you're feeling it all at once. Some of you are just tapping. You know how I said I can mix the cards, think of one thing, and ask for one type of message. Some of you are learning how to do that. And at first, when you learn how to do that, it gets really confusing because your brain works on more than one level. And it's like, wait, what am I thinking right? Wait, what am I feeling right now? It will ease itself up. It will balance itself up. It's actually an ability, you know, to be able to have two streams of thought simultaneous. It's like reading a book and watching and listening to the radio at the same time, and focusing on what the radio is saying and focusing on the plot that you're reading in the book simultaneously. So maybe the plot of the book is really, really happy, but the news on the radio is really, really sad, and now you're experiencing it both. That's one narrative for you guys. Another narrative, some of you have a sense of, I should be happy, I have everything, why am I not satisfied? What is missing? What is missing is your freedom. You went according to the checklist of what it is that you thought you needed to have, but you're still not happy. Because life is not a checklist. Life is not a checklist. Love is not a checklist. I married the perfect person. Everything is, you know, matching up. Yeah, there it is. 8 of Wands. I nailed it. That's what it is. Many of you have to let go of the perception of what is a relationship, how it needs to look like. Because if you have that according to what you believe you need to have, you're still not happy. And this speaks about changing the mindset. And I feel like this entire video is kind of referring to a change of mindset. So there we are. Change your mindset. Walk the path of the heart. Of the heart. Not of the mind that makes you stuck in your own world. Sad. Gloomy. Let go of the how-tos, who's what's supposed to be, when and how. The rules of dating. What is the perfect woman for me? Who is the perfect guy for me? Okay, I'm seeing them, but I'm not happy, and I'm thinking about this other person who isn't perfect on the paper, but you know what? If you'll be with them, you'll discover they're actually exactly what you ever always needed and wanted. You just didn't know. Some of you are definitely traveling. I have here the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Wands and the Fool. I don't necessarily see yet anyway work travel. I see more so either family or a partnership or friendship, that kind of travel movement, either moving a home or leaving a home. When I'll do the extended, you'll have options to choose from that will suit your specific narrative. I'll explain later. Okay? Okay. Let's have another card and then ask for a conclusion. Ooh, alright, okay. Okay, speaking of traveling, 6 of Swords, obviously. I need to put it this way. So, fun, interesting stuff. Some of you are going to go through a temporary time set between this month, April, and the month of October, which is about 6 months, 6, of feeling not belonged. This shift is going to touch you hard or interesting. And you're going to be very worried and anxious because there will be a lot of unknown in the equation. But there is someone who will be very, very supportive of you during this path, during this time, that will kind of carry you through it. So if someone is leaving you, or if you leaving someone, I think it's inevitable. I think it's inevitable. But you're not leaving alone. You're not leaving alone. You have a support system. I'm going to take a look at this for 1 second. Okay. If you're going through a hard time, and this person who's supposed to be there for you just turned their backs at you and kind of leave to do their own thing, they were never yours then. Okay? That's the case. Yeah. The Tower and the Temperance. Okay, there is a relationship that is just ups and downs, and the foundations are unstable, and energy is going to fix that up. Because you're going through too much agony with this back and forth thing. It's literally giving you a mania depressia. 1 second you're happy, 1 second you're miserable. You don't deserve this, Taurus. You deserve happiness, stability. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and whoever watching, that it speaks to you. Because these are general readings, and if the narrative speaks to you, it's for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let go of the technicalities. Oh, but I am Taurus. Oh, but I'm not Taurus. Doesn't matter. If it speaks to you, it speaks to you. I'm thinking as I'm talking, as I'm mixing the cards. There's a fire sign. Fire, 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 fire. For someone with the energy of fire. That can either break you or make you. I know, I'm sorry I'm being confusing. I'm not doing this on purpose. The cards, this is a complex, interesting reading. And I'm going to get the best of it, I promise, okay? Let's talk for a little bit, Taurus. See, in here, there's a couple that falls down, and here there's a merging. This is the breaking, this is the merging. You can't build something new without first destroying the old. You can't build something that is alchemically perfect for you and harmonious with all your elements. That is the missing piece of your puzzle without first breaking, you know, what doesn't work, because it takes room. Everything takes room in your life. Everything takes room in your life. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad, accurate, not accurate, clean water, dirty water. If it's in the vase, it takes room. There's no room for new. For those of you who have to go through a certain, either a breakup or leaving something behind, if it hurts, I'm sorry, but know that it is okay. This is not a curse or something that is here to punish you or whatever. It's just trying to kind of reassess, reestablish itself for you. Because temperance is about alchemy of the elements and healing. it just fixes stuff. It puts things into place. It's like the card of the Reiki, where you give Reiki to someone and their chakras are just, you know, a mess and unbalanced. And then so a little bit from this chakra because there's too much, it needs to go here because here's blocked, whatever. Balance. And it can, you know, it can cause waves in your system. Waves. But think of it as like, I don't know, taking a medicine that has a little bit of side effects, but generally it is healing you and making you feel better in the long run. So this is kind of what it's going to be the next few months for some of you. Okay. What I'm going to do right now is this, apparently. All right. I'm going to show you. I'm sorry that I'm doing things without showing you, but I want to fix it and then. The Empress, Justice, Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit. Once again, a lot of mixed energies, very different characters. Free, fertile, harsh, inner, outer, sharp, fast communication, slow, safe, cautious communication. It's confusing, huh? Okay. You need to be the Empress. Be beautiful and happy and serene and take care of yourself. Look good, feel good, focus on what you are doing. If it's your work, if it's your projects, if it's, you know, the calm, clear relationships. Whatever around you that goes on, courts, legal decisions, business situations, people coming at you from all over with things that they need to talk about and that they need to make decision over. Address it as it comes, one step at a time. Be calm about it. You can't lose your poise. Don't lose your poise. Be super patient, super articulate. You know, pick and choose your words. Always on the positive level. Maybe if you have any sort of conflicts or legal stuff, always keep your community. Always be the bigger one, Taurus. I'm not telling you to not speak your mind if there's an injustice. The Empress, she's not, you know, she's not a sucker. But the way she speaks. See, the King of Swords can sometimes be a little bit of a kiss ass when he's on his harmonious aspect of the Libra. Okay, he will just say anything to make you happy just so that we won't go into a fight. Okay, when he's calm, when he's not, when he's the opposite, is a tower. Anyway, but that's not the type of peaceful communication I want from you, Taurus. What I want from you is to speak your mind, speak your truth, but do it with a charm. Do it with a smile. Do it with a little bit of, do it with charisma. And then let the people or the situation figure it out with themselves. Right? Let them go on their journey of understandings. You put it out there in a very positive, it can backfire at you. Right? Because you didn't yell and you didn't curse and you didn't say hurtful, sarcastic, mean things. You were poised. You spoke your truth, but you were poised. And that will bring you balance. Because this row here is the most balanced row from the other rows currently in this reading. I need you to be the eye of the storm. Queen bee. Everybody can go chase around, you know, chase around their tail. You have to find your peace of mind because you have a lot of energy going on right now. A lot of things are going on right now. I don't think they're bad. I think they're really good. There is so much going on here. Fast communication, family, freedom, travel, passion, success, projects, but also leaving things behind and figuring out where you are with your relationships and your jobs, where you want to stay, where you want to go. So make those decisions one at a time. But don't freak out. And with all your communications, be the Empress. Okay? That's my main message for you guys for May. Now, extended. This is a new thing for me. I'm adding something for you guys. So first, you can get your extended Taurus for May in the link in the information box right underneath this video. What will be in the extended? It won't be a continuous of this reading unless things will repeat themselves, and then I'll just, repeat because apparently it's a strong, important message, right? But what I will do is I will mix the cards and we'll create 2 separate decks. Each of these decks will be a Celtic cross reading. Before I open the cards, before I open each deck and give its interpretation and the reading, you will choose one of the decks. Okay? You will choose one of the decks, and that deck will be your narrative. That will allow you to have a more accurate narrative. So if you related to this narrative, it will just strengthen it, or it will choose another aspect of your life and focus on that. So you'll have something extra. And if you didn't tap into this narrative, you'll have another opportunity in the Celtic cross reading, and will be much more accurate because you're the one who chooses. Okay? So I'll do 2 readings. 2 readings, 2 Celtic crosses for Taurus for May. And I'll finish up with a message of a rune. Okay? I want to finish up this video with a message from Divine Circus Oracle. I don't know how long you've been following me, but I started my my second month of readings. I did them. And they're absolutely beautiful. And they bring such beautiful messages. So I'm going to ask for one message for May. I already have it. It fell for May for Taurus. Wow, okay. This is pretty. Let me show you. Alright, so Crown of the Butterfly, Bambini. Painting is gorgeous. Alright, let's read it for you guys. Number 31. Okay. Crown of the Butterfly, Bambini. Just as nature imbues the butterfly with an innate ability to radical transformation, so too do you have natural instincts within, guiding you to grow in dramatic, utterly life-changing ways. It matches. Nice. Progress in your perfection. Growth is your attainment. Do you shun what you have been or mistakes you have made? Or instead, do you wear your ability for transformation as a sacred crown of power? Transformation is an ability, an art, a sacred power. It requires an ability to go through the death of an old self to be reborn again. That death might be an identity, a lifestyle or career, or an inner sense of self that no longer seems enough to truly reflect who you are becoming. I love it when they resonate so perfectly with the reading. It requires both strength and flexibility to be like bamboo, to bend without breaking. You have to be so strong in your sense of your essence that even as the form of your life, your body, your mind, your very soul goes through change, you recognize that underneath it all, there is a kernel of essential, eternal you that is always the same. That is your spiritual anchor within, a feeling of peaceful consistency, even whilst the rigors of life work their magic upon you, causing you to change and grow in other ways. The flexibility you possess will indicate the extent to which transformation is possible. See, what did I say? You need to be the eye of the storm. Keep calm in the face of every adversity, every change, whatever. You're poised. You're the Empress. Okay? Are you willing to let go of what you have known, who you have been, without judging it, except to understand that you are outgrowing your past and becoming your future in this very moment? This takes great courage, whilst flexibility of mind allows you to believe there are other possibilities in this life beyond what you have already experienced. The strength gives you enough courage to bear the loss of the known and the terror of the unknown, perhaps even turning that terror into excitement for what may be. Crown of the Butterfly Bambini speaks of the spiritual ability in you to transform. This is not small change. It is life-altering transformation where you pass through a door and cannot go back. It is challenging. It is thrilling. It promises so much happiness, but there will be loss to grieve also. If you are in transition through such a transformational process, you will know how painful it can be at times. This oracle brings you confirmation that this shall not be a failed initiation for you, but a true rebirth. You have what it takes. You can make this crazy, improbable leap into a completely new consciousness. You are meant to do so. It might seem ridiculous, just like the improbable miracle of the caterpillar becoming a butterfly, but it is part of your destiny. This radical change of which you dream or which you feel swept up in without knowing what it is that is pulling you forward is meant to be. Believe in your own ability to transform. Trust in what is happening. Don't dream small dreams, for you are capable of far more dramatic and colorful creations. You have within you the ability to become a creature so wildly beautiful and free that you probably cannot even envision what that will look and feel like at this time. All you can do is trust in the magnificence of what you are becoming, the expression of the transformational intelligence and power within you. An affirmation you can repeat for yourself, Taurus. It is safe for me to embrace who I am becoming, a creature so beautiful, wild, and free. AKA the Fool. I will leave you with that, Taurus. I will see you soon in the extended link below to my Vimeo, where you will have 2 Celtic crosses to choose in between. So you'll have a very specific narrative. It's not an intuitive reading like I've been doing now. It's a very ancient reading, the Celtic cross, one of the most ancient one in tarot. It's 10 cards that have specific locations and meanings, and it's pretty. So see you soon over there. Have a wonderful, beautiful May. Wonderful, beautiful new set of wings, little butterfly. Happy birthday. Happy shift. I love you. And I will see you soon. I was Morgane, the Existential Shifter. Bye for now.